This 3-minute and 30-second movie scene is going to change your entire life. These 3 minutes and 30 seconds literally teach you 8 very important things about masculine body language. Let's get right into it. First thing's about to come right up. Pay attention.
The players? Banco.
Alright, you see right there. He comes in. Alright, this is James Bond, Pierce Brosnan, GoldenEye. Alright, he comes in and he takes up space. Okay, this is a very confident sit down. Alright, when we talk about, you have to take up space and be confident, a lot of these liberal blue pill types of people are like, oh, so you want me to sit down and go like, no, we don't. Okay, what we want you to do is just sit down and take up space. Alright, be a man. Control your space. This is your space. Own it. Alright, what most people do, alright, most of these, and these are the same people who are like, oh, well, you're trying to be alpha, you're trying to be, all cool or whatever, trying to beat your chest all the time. These same people, when they go to sit down, alright, they sit down like this. And my shoulders are still broad when I do this. So imagine my shoulders are like this, like that. And they just sit down and like, hi. That's how they go and sit. Like. Is that going to get your wife wet? Like, is your wife going to look like that? Look at that and like, wow, look at my husband. No, because you look like a geek. Okay, that's the first thing. Be confident, own your space. And by the way, I do have some level of rapport before this, if you haven't watched the movie, which you should. Because GoldenEye is a masterclass.
Appears we share the same passions. 3, anyway.
Alright, so that was he essentially introduced himself into the conversation. Now, granted, this is a bit different. Usually you would say hi or something like that, but there is a lesson to take away from this. Don't introduce yourself. Now, I'm going to have to censor that, but you know what I said. Alright, and some people are like, oh, you can't say that. That's so offensive. That's so... I don't care. Click off the video. Anyways, all the people that are actually men and have balls stayed. A lot of people, when they're introducing themselves, especially to a girl, okay, I picked an interaction with a female as a, what's the word, as the opponent, so to speak, or the person having an interaction with James Bond here. It's because most men, when they introduce themselves to a girl, they see a girl like, hi, hi, or they're like, hi. It's either one. Both of these are bad, okay? Be a man. Just be chill, alright? Don't be all high-pitched and don't be all, scared and all like this, okay? Be a man. Take up your space. Speak authoritatively.
I can't do motoring and baccarat.
Wheat, la banque. 7, Madame wins.
I hope the third is where your real talent lies.
Pay attention.
One rises to meet a challenge.
Alright, so James Bond just lost, alright? And you're going to see this later, very importantly, okay? Later, you're going to see the exact polarity I'm talking about right now. But even when you're losing, you got to be stoic and you have to be unbothered, even when you're in a losing situation. And even, give little quips back. You look here, I'm going to talk a bit more about these type of tests later.
Talent lies.
Here.
I hope the third is where your real talent lies.
That's a test. She just won, and she's giving him a little, I don't swear, so the word's a bit, give him a little crap, and put it like that. It sounds kind of, that doesn't sound very punchy when I use the word crap, but whatever, you get what I'm trying to say. Gives him a little crap, and instead of being like, because most men at this point are like, you're right, instead, he doesn't get mad, he doesn't like, well, what are you trying to say? No. He gives it right back. He goes with it.
Rises to meet a challenge.
One rises to meet a challenge. That's actually a double entendre. That's an innuendo. You don't have to use an innuendo, but maybe if the situation calls for it. But just be unbothered. Go with the flow. All right. Always remember that. We're gonna go over that even more later. And that's how men should act. Women act the opposite way, which is what you're about to see. If you don't know, this is baccarat.
Carte.
I know very little about it. If I went to a table, I could play, but not very well. I don't know as much as poker, for example.
Madame stands with 5.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. You know, we're gonna make this 9. You know what? This is gonna be 9. Okay, I came to this video saying 8, but this is actually gonna be 9. All right. Hold eye contact. Okay, this comes naturally to me. Like, I've always been really good at holding eye contact. I don't know why, but what I realize is most men, they have very darting and very, they don't look people in their eyes, especially women. Use your eyes, eye contact. It's very powerful. You see here, he's holding very strong eye contact. Now, don't be a creep. Like, okay, don't do that. Don't be stupid.
6. Madame loses.
Bliać.
Okay. And by the way, she didn't swear. That's like a Russian word for damn. But anyways, fun fact. You see the polarity there. When Bond loses, he gets quipped a little bit. Then he just comes back. He's unbothered. He's chill. He's cool. Calm, cool, and collected. You know what she does when she loses? Damn it. That's polarity right there. Women are supposed to be emotional, and that's a more emotional response to losing. Men are supposed to be stoic. Okay, you still feel the emotion of losing. It sucks. But you don't, like, just flip your lid on a small capacity. She didn't completely go crazy, but, it's a little spark. Okay? Men are supposed to keep that spark in. That's the difference right there. That's being stoic. That's masculine and feminine polarity demonstrated right there.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Here, there's a test. That's a little more crap for him. And how does he respond?
Very words I live by.
Very words I live by. Now, I'm going to address something really quickly. Of course, this is dramatized. This is the movie. It's all scripted. I know that. I know some genius in the comments like, you do realize that this is a movie and this is not actually real life. Duh. But you know what? That's actually contributing to my point here. Because it's a movie, everything is perfect. In real life, everything doesn't need to be perfect. Let's say, in real life, you do like 50% of the things I'm telling you here. Doesn't mean you shouldn't try and do all of it, but you just do 50% of the things I'm telling you here, and you implement 50% of these things, you're going to see results. You don't have to be 100% perfect like a movie. So if anything, okay, yeah, it's a movie, it's dramatized. That means you have more leeway. Great. You've proved my point. That was another thing to learn here.
What words do you live by?
He goes for what he wants. He wants this chick. And if you watch the movie, you know what happens between both of them. Well, actually, did they? No, they didn't. I'm not going to spoil the movie, okay? You figure out. You watch the movie. It's a good movie. You learn a lot from it. It's a masterclass, as I said earlier. At least I think I said earlier. But he goes for what he wants. Okay, you have to be a little bit pushy as a man to get what you want. Don't be stupid, okay? This worked, I'd say, primarily because of his attitude in the first place, okay? Because if he had some attitude like, hi, or he's really needy, he's like, please talk to me, giving this kind of, pleading body language. If he went up to go talk to her, it would be needy. He just look gay. I'll have to censor that too. I know it's funny. Some people watch my videos like, bro, this guy's got to do a challenge. Like, go 24 hours without using some... Actually, I can't even say that either. Or whatever. Okay, forget about it. But because he's so calm, cool, and collected, unbothered, it looks cool when he goes up and goes for what he wants. Alright? It's all about the reputation you set for yourself.
The trick is to quit while you're still ahead.
That's one trick I've never learned. Perhaps you'll show me how it's done.
There it is again. She gave him more crap. Okay? This is how I deal with the test. You have to be unbothered. You have to go with the flow. Okay? She essentially told him right there, and this is not... There's a difference between going with something that's kind of just giving him a little crap and just saying something rude. It's not like she said, oh, leave me alone, you're ugly, I hate you, or something like that. She just said, the trick is to quit while you're still ahead. It's a little funny. It's not necessarily rude. It's only rude if you take it to be rude. You know what he did? He didn't take it to be rude. He wasn't like, what are you trying to say? Or he wasn't like, oh, okay. He was like, I never learned that. What did he say? I'll let him say it for a second.
Quit while you're still ahead.
That's one trick I've never learned. Perhaps you'll show me how it's done.
Right there. He went with it. Another example could be, I know something girls say to a lot of, because I used to watch pickup artist content. It's like, I'd say it's like 5% good, 95% bad. It depends on who you're watching. It's a lot of variables. Okay, excuse me, recording pause somehow. test that a lot of these pickup artists got was like, oh, I bet you say that to all the girls, right? And then the response could be something exaggerative, like, oh yeah, I even said it to my grandma who's in her deathbed, or something like that. Just go with it, go with the flow, be unbothered. Okay, you can say something funny, you can say something cool like he did. Just have the mindset, and I should have said this earlier. Everything proceeds from your own mindset, okay? If you try going out, and this is the best example I use is always shoulder swaying, okay? When you walk, it's cool to sway your shoulders a little bit. But if you were to go up to a geek and were to tell him, hey, sway your shoulders, you know, they would look weird. It would kind of be, they look rigid, because things don't have their mindset right. Everything, your mindset precedes good body language. If you think you're the man, okay, if you believe that, you get the body language of the man. And then just adding these things in I'm teaching you is going to help you. And to really work on your mindset, I would watch my other videos, because that's not what this video is necessarily targeted towards, but it's very important to keep that in mind.
Vodka martini. Shaken, not stirred. And for you?
The same.
Eye
You
contact.
take
Straight up. With a twist. Thank you, Mr.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Alright, so lesson take from that is to say your name with oomph. Say your name with a little bit of pride. Now, don't say, like, my name is Bond, James Bond, because everyone's going to know what you're trying to do. Okay? Maybe if you go in some foreign country where, I don't know, where James Bond isn't really popular, maybe you could do it over there. But not here in America. Okay? Everyone understands what the game is when you're trying to do that, okay? Instead, just say your name with a little bit of pride. Okay, a good example, this is something I learned from the Charisma Matrix. What you have to do is, you have to be able to assert a level of authority while still being friendly. Okay, because when you're first introducing yourself to someone, you don't want them to think you're some tyrant who hates everything. Okay, so you can't just be like, hey, my name is Adam. Hey, my name is Adam. You know, there's no friendliness to it. You're going to scare some people off. Or most people off, actually. What you can do is combine rapport-seeking tonality with rapport-breaking tonality. I think that's what it's called, and I'll explain what it is. So, you see all these soy boys, when they start talking, they're always like, hey guys, I love you, I love everything, I don't want to offend anyone. You see, it ends at a higher, it's like, I love you. It's like that. While rapport-breaking is like, I love you. Alright? This is more masculine. This is more dominating. This is the opposite. This is soy boy liberal stuff, okay? What you need to do, and this is more friendly, but this isn't friendly. So you need to find some kind of balance between where you don't sound like a soy boy, but at the same time you don't sound like you hate everyone. So what you do is like, hey, my name is Adam. Hey, my name is Adam. Like that. So you're getting the best of both worlds. Now, you can use that for your own name. Maybe you don't like that idea. Maybe you could do something else. Just say your name with a little oomph. Okay, say your name in a cool way. Don't sound like an autist, but just say your name in a cool way.
Ksenia Sergeyevna on the top.
On the top?
On the top.
Your accent, Georgian?
Very good.
And also, his face is very, I guess this is now 10 because this wasn't on my original list. But this is number 9, I believe. Yeah, this would be number 9. Facial expressions. So, I used to be very uppity, like a soy boy. Yeah, I was like 14, 15, but still, okay? Then I kind of went completely the opposite way, and I was like a stone face. Right? And that didn't really work too well either. You have to show expression with your face. To show some level of emotions. So with Bond here, you could see he's like smirking a little bit, you know, he's moving his eyebrows a little bit. It's nothing crazy though. It's not like a soy boy. Okay, it's just, you know, little smirks, little movements. Okay? Do that. And also, it has to come out naturally. Okay? Don't be trying to fake all this stuff. They're just gonna look weird. Alright? Remember, it all starts within.
Good, Mr. Bond. You've been to Russia?
Not recently. I used to drop in occasionally. Shoot in and out.
It's very different now. A land of opportunity.
With a new Ferrari in every garage.
No, not quite. That belongs to a friend.
A tip for your friend. The French registration plates for this year's model start with the letter L. Even the counterfeit ones.
I'm gonna go into this a bit more after in a few seconds, or like 20 seconds to be precise. He gives her it's a little jab. Okay, don't be afraid to jab a little bit. Don't be rude. Don't be afraid to give little jabs. Okay, because too many men are too scared to say anything negative or potentially negative to a woman. Like, oh, well, I don't want to offend her. Doesn't work.
Oh, and what rank do you hold with the motor vehicles department?
And there's more crap from her.
Mr. Bond.
Commander.
Stoic
Recall.
response.
This one is an admiral.
I like a woman who enjoys pulling rank.
If you know what that means, look it up. Pulling rank. But, see? Another jab. Okay, don't be afraid to jab a little bit, okay? Because, truthfully, oh yeah, the title of this video has to do with women, so I'll just say it. Women don't like men that will just let them run around all over the place. They like men that set boundaries, okay? It's just like, in some ways, it's kind of like being like a father, If some father doesn't set up boundaries, your daughter's going to be going around on OnlyFans and whatnot. If your father is actually strong and sets boundaries, she's going to behave herself. She's going to be a good woman. Same way when you're interacting with a woman that you want to be your partner, alright? Now, some people are like, oh my god, did you just say that? That's so misogynistic, that's so controlling, that's so patriarchy. It is. Well, it's not misogynistic, but it is patriarchal, I suppose. Cry about it in the comments. I don't care.
Nice.
If you think that was bad, I doubt you made it this long in a video if you're offended by these type of things, but those type of people, alright, if you think that's bad, watch my other videos.
To meet you, Mr. Bond.
The pleasure, I'm sure, was all mine.
There you go. There you go. 10 lessons, alright? Watch the video 10 times over if you need to. Very important, very useful. If you want to join this movement building by Christian men, because Christian men, their body language, they have the habits of soy boys. Okay, I'm tired of seeing it. Christian men need to be strong. Christian men need to be masculine. If you want to join that movement, link in the description to the Discord. Follow me on Instagram. All my amazing posts are there. Playlist and description will change your life. Subscribe for more amazing videos, website, emails. You know what to do. Okay, just do it because I'm amazing. This YouTube channel is amazing. I'm the best YouTuber in the world. Those are my call to actions. See you next video.